Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a Saving Your Disaster battle situation. So, playing as Nakai the Wanderer, I believe this is on the Vortex campaign, because he's not in Albion. And he's up against two armies of Blue Vipers, but he's actually on the attack here. He's got the garrison here that's able to support him from his vassal. But what I was thinking was, since he's got Lightning Strike, and the odds are slightly better if we just do one-on-one, it might be better if indeed we do that, if we just go one-on-one, and defeat this army on our own, and then the garrison might be able to actually handle that with our support. So, let's just deal with this army first, because the odds are better, and we'll see how we go. So this might actually be a little bit of a disaster campaign. I might spend a little bit of extra time and sort out this situation here. Now, that being said, their army is significantly stronger than ours, way more experienced as well, but there is some hope because we have magic and they don't. And I'm going to be relying on that very heavily. I'm actually surprised it said that we had even chances here. So yeah, this looks like it's on legendary difficulty. Yeah, I believe it is. I don't want to be fighting in the trees. Okay, I was kind of hoping he might be on a pterodon. How much magic do we have? We got plenty of it, but he doesn't... Can we get some more wins to begin with? No, oh well. Doesn't have Arcane Conduit, but we got Wind Blast and the Thunderbolt. So Wind Blast is how we're going to do this, I think. Now, they've got a few archers themselves. Let's see here. So, his speed's 50. How fast are their units? Because they've got some cavalry, don't they? Yeah. Ooh, it's going to be a tricky one. Corner camp it is, boys. Because there's... Alright, so here's what we do. If we go and attack the Savage Orcs head on, we 100% will lose. There is no way in hell we can win that. But if I create a blob situation in the corner of the map and funnel them to attack our situation here, our center, and then just keep using Wind Blast on them, we might be able to kill them, because they don't have any armor, and they're not resistant to magic. It sucks that we have to keep doing this kind of shit, but people keep getting themselves into fucking disgustingly difficult situations, where there is no other option. Because, like, I cannot think of any other way we're gonna get through this, because... on legendary difficulty, like, you can't break these units. Even with Lightning Strike here. Yeah, so difficulty modifier 10. Like I've said so many times, on legendary difficulty, melee units become bloody useless. And all he's got is melee units. Except for this one here, which that's not going to be able to do much. Okay, they're actually taking a defensive position. Okay. What we'll do, we'll lure them over here. It's a little bit risky, but if I get reasonably close, I think they'll keep their army together. We'll just pop down a bit of lightning. Because it's cheaper, I think. Yeah. Just to trigger them, and then rush back over here. Because we just need to get them to fight. Now, what we could do as well is just get into a blob situation and then just move in like that. But the problem with that is that we'll get surrounded and they'll take leadership penalties and then just break. So we really need to make use of the magic as best as possible. Also, if we can just funnel them into the smallest of choke points, that would be ideal. If it wasn't for the enemy cavalry, that would I wouldn't be too concerned by doing this, but it's going to be difficult to get out. Oh, another thing that I guess we could do is waste the enemy ammo of the archers. Because they're not going to start charging at us until we do, until we actually start doing some damage to them. So what's this over here? Okay. Because their archers are going to be a problem. Right, yeah, let's waste the ammo. I know some people don't like the cheese, but, you know. I would ask this question. If you feel like you could win this any other way, let me know in the comments. Because I can't see a way to victory. Because usually some people say, why don't you just do this, or you don't, or do this. And, honestly, I would pretty much say 100% of the time that those suggestions were not going to help. No, sorry, not 100% of the time. Sometimes somebody comes up with something that's like, oh yeah, you know what, I just didn't think of that. But most of the time it's just like, why don't you just flank, or why don't you do something that you can't possibly do? And, you know, it is what it is. Don't get me wrong, I'd love it if there was another way to win this battle, but I don't see it. And if we hadn't lightning striked, the garrison, whilst it was fairly strong, allied garrison, just allied forces tend to perform really badly. Like, I mean really badly. I've played as Nakai. I know how badly the AI does. They don't stay close to your forces, and they just basically bonsai into the enemy. It's really bad. Okay, definitely don't like those cavalry are there. Okay. Look, I'm a little bit concerned that the cavalry is so close. Let me just recover my fatigue first. And what's the range? The range on that's 300. We can get way further back. Still easily cast it there. Because we need to make sure that cavalry doesn't come charging at us. Are they coming at us just yet? We've already wasted 12 minutes, but that's okay. The battle itself isn't going to take that. Okay, they're coming. Good, cool, cool. So try and hide through here, so the cavalry doesn't come after us. But this guy here is faster than the savage orcs, but not faster than the cavalry. So we just need to make sure the cavalry doesn't charge after us. Would have been good if we could waste all of their ammo, but I don't think it was really needed. I don't really waste that enemy ammo that much these days. I mean, I do, but not as much as I used to. Even though it gave us 50-50 odds, like, our army is nowhere near as strong as theirs. And as I've said before, Savage Orcs are actually some of the best Tier 1 units in the game. And Saurus Warriors are certainly good, but on Legendary difficulty, not so good. Especially not against them. If we're going up against Skaven, wouldn't have been a problem, but Savage Orc's going to be a problem. So now we just need to make sure that we can just cast enough magic fast enough, which is why we... This is the great thing about the corner camping. I know people get shitty with it, right? I know. And I've been doing it a lot lately. But people keep sending me in these fucking impossible battles. What do you want me to do? I feel like I'm like... My hands are tied. I either lose, in which people say, well, why didn't you corner camp? I was like, well, people get sick of corner camping. Or I corner camp and be like, and people say, oh, I would have preferred it if you had just lost honorably. Okay, well, can't please everyone. I'd rather win, because at least that way I can send it back to the dude, and he can continue his campaign. Because that is, at the end of the day, the point of all this. People run into these problems, and their campaign gets fucked up. Because Legendary difficulty is so much more difficult now than it used to be. And people are having trouble with it. And we have to understand that not everybody's an expert. Trust me, I've seen situations that are fucking horrendous. And sometimes I get angry. I'm just like, how could they let this happen? But, you know, not everyone's got 4,000 hours in the game. And so you just got to give them a bit of a break and try and help them as much as you can. Just be patient. I don't want to cast the Thunderbolt because we want to be casting the Wind Blast. We want them to be as concentrated as possible. So just be patient. Plenty of time on the clock. Alright, so we're going to want Nakai to try and take out the general. Certainly be able to do that. I think. Also, another great thing about the blob is that we can... Oh, hang on, don't do that just yet. Because if they go rampaging, they'll get out of the blob. Yeah, you get to cast all of these buffs on all of the units. Yeah, not yet. Yeah. The AI tends to be a little bit cautious when coming in these days, which isn't too bad. You know, it's not so dumb. Just not taking that much damage. Just be patient. Now's not the time to cast any spells. We just wouldn't do that much damage. More of them are coming. They're just... See, they're trying to probe for weaknesses. I've not left any there. Could cast this, but like I said, I don't want them going on rampage. Not yet. And as I've said so many times, you know, if you want to win these campaigns, you have to do what the enemy don't expect you to do, but also you cannot play into the enemy's strengths. If the enemy's stronger than you, don't attack them head on. I mean, that's like War 101. I gotta give it to Nakai. He does look cool fighting, watching him dance around like that. Okay. I don't want to overcast it. Oh, but then again, it's only 2 extra points of magic, so maybe I do want to overcast it. Only 7 kills, but it's not necessarily just about kills, about damage as well. Come on, we're taking too much damage with Nakai. You gotta start making your way back. Just hit something and do your prancing around stuff. Move over here. So they're trying to lure me out. Good, get back over here. Okay, bring them into the fight as well. That got a lot of kills, but we're not done yet. Is that general coming back? Yeah. It would be really good if we could kill him, which is what I was trying to do. Okay, now we can pop this down. I need Nakai back under control because we got to kill him. Now, it doesn't really matter if he routes off the battlefield, but we just need to get rid of his leadership effects. Might wait until we've got 30 winds of magic before we cast again, because, like, we're taking damage, but it's not that bad. Yeah, come on. You got it. Take him out, Get him, you big fucking gorilla Croxigore thing. It's not a gorilla, is he? Come on. Ah, whatever. If he breaks... runs off the battlefield, it's just as good. The thing is, if you attack head on, you'll never get to cast a magic spell that good. Alright, he's left the battlefield. So they'll have Lord recently fled. It would have been better if we killed him, but... what can I say? I tried. Alright, get the Croxigores back in line over here. Because we want them to keep coming in closer. You get over here, don't want you dying. Alright, now we push out. Go. We've pretty much won the battle now. Yep. The great thing about corner camping is when they break, they're right off the battlefield. I mean, we're not killing as many of them, but we didn't really take that many casualties either. It was just very important that we just get a win. Now, this is a question that I want to ask you guys. Do you think that there was any other way we could have achieved victory having taken so little damage going up against what we did? That army was stronger than us. I don't care what the balance of power says. In a straight up fight, that army would have fucking whooped our ass. And our army is in reasonably good shape here. Now, we didn't inflict that many casualties on them, that's true. But if we defeat them again, the entire army will get wiped out. Heroic victory. I told you that army was stronger than us. You don't get that unless it's significantly stronger than you. And they did suffer a lot more casualties than we did. And we'll also be able to get some recovery. So we'll keep going. It's not just a disaster battle. I think we need to look into the situation a little bit more. I get it that people don't like the corner camping. Trust me, I get it. I really wish... Trust me, it's a last resort for me. But if I feel like it needs to be done, then it has to be done. Alright. Ugh, your finances are terrible. Well, okay. Well, they don't have any siege attackers in their army. Like, ultimately, we didn't do that much damage. But at least you gain some experience. That's definitely good. But yeah, minus 657 is not ideal. How are you going with this? So... On one hand, it would be good to reduce upkeep cost by 100, but you still got enough money to last a little bit of time. On the other hand, it would also be good to get that casualty replenishment rate. I think they're going to keep coming at us, so I'm going to pop that down there. Because we need that replenishment. Alright, looking at you. Are you disciplined? It's pretty useless, but whatever. Yeah, okay. Right, if I was to attack this with what we've got here, and we did the exact same thing, it'd be too risky. We need some time to recover, so... Going into ambush stance might be an option. Let me just see, what are the chances? It says 100%, so as long as we don't get detected, if they move down here... Oh, shit. Well, alright. Okay, this could be a problem, because what they could do is besiege with one army, and attack with another. I didn't realize we had, like, no movement left. Shit, alright, well... That's just the way it is. No, I don't think you need any more units. What you really need is to level up Nakai. Alright, let's let that go through and we'll just see how that goes. So what I reckon they're going to do is besiege the settlement and then attack us with the other army. Oh, look at that strength rating. Holy shit. The early game is pretty difficult for Nakai. He's a good fighter, but it is a pretty difficult situation for him. Yeah, that was ridiculously obvious that that's what they were going to do. Okay, that's fine. I don't think we get any replenishment. No, we did. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so the situation, a little bit better now, and we've got our movement back, so that certainly helps. disgustingly low amount of movement. What the hell? Okay, well, you know, just fair enough, you fat fucking croc. Alright, you got any regiment for now? No, because you're not level 10 yet. Alright, let's attack this one, and let's have a look at the situation. Alright, it's better than what it was originally, but should we lightning strike? Ugh, yuck. Okay, thing is, the garrison army is pretty good, but if we just do this, they'll just go bonsai straight in, and we have to go back them up, which is not ideal, but ugh. And these are big uns too. See, that army there is on force march. See, if we can win here, that army is just gone. Would be better to get 2 victories out of it. So yeah, the problem is, this army here, we can't control it. They're going to be incredibly stupid. They're just going to throw themselves away. I know because I've been in this position before. Or, I mean, if we could control it, I'd definitely do it, but I know that's not the case. Also, I reckon they're going to be coming in from weird angles. So, I think we're actually better off going a lightning strike and once again corner camping. We'll beat this army, and then this one here will be able to get in the reinforcements. I know the odds aren't in our favor. I've actually chosen essentially the more difficult of the two, but we have a tactical advantage here in that we don't have retarded AI reinforcements. Like I've seen them in action. I know what they do. They just throw themselves away. You might as well not even have them sometimes. They're only valuable if you've got the advantage, which we didn't. Alright, corner campy, please. Okay, so let's have a look here. Now, they don't have any cavalry this time. So, can we get 2 heroic victories in a row? Because, like, that previous victory, heroic victory is good for us. Lots of experience for Nakai, and that's what he needs. This is the big thing with Nakai campaign. Once he gets leveled up, it's like, no problem. Once you've got that replenishment rate, the geomantic sustenance, all that shit, you're good. You can actually afford a full stack, you don't have to worry about that kind of shit, but until then, fuck, it's hard. Alright, so once again, get him up there. And we'll try to waste the ammunition of their archers first, because those are going to be the biggest difficulty. That's why I didn't bother gambling with the Winds of Magic, because I knew I was just going to... I'm not going to cast any spells just yet. Because if you think about it, in the previous battle, we didn't really cast any spells at all on the arrow boys. They didn't take any damage, but they inflicted damage on us. So we have to take that into consideration. See, it would be better if all of them were shooting at us all at once, because I could, oh shit, could get it done a bit faster. But so I'll just let them form up first. They don't want to. Well, that's a nuisance. Because the thing is, our guys don't have a whole lot of shields, so it's going to be very difficult for them to block these shots. So and there's a fair bit of armor piercing on those arrow boys, so I gotta waste the ammo. Just have to. Wish there was another option, but there's another problem with the early game Nakai campaign. You got nothing to work with. Alright. I've already taken about 200 damage. Okay, that's it. Shoot me. I think there was about 5 orc arrow boys. Alright, they're missing most of their shots now. That's good. Not going to waste all of their ammunition, just enough to make sure that we don't get wrecked by archers. Because we also have to consider that there's big-uns in this army, and they're going to rip through us a lot faster. Now, they don't have any armor either, So Wind Blast is still going to be just as good against them, but got to take every precaution possible. I wonder why this army, this unit here is not shooting. Okay, good. It's annoying, but what can you do? The AI just gets so many cheats on legendary difficulty, and you get so much cheese. Cheese defeats cheats. If I keep this up, I'm going to end up breaking. It's not good. Gonna have to just cast a spell on them and just run back soon. We've wasted about 2 full units worth of ammo. Which, it's not great, actually. We're just gonna have to call that. Oops. Because if he breaks, I'm not gonna get any magic and we'll definitely lose. Plus, we've wasted like 13 minutes. Let's just get on with this. It wasn't going the way I wanted it to. So yeah, it's going to be more difficult than the previous one. I mean, it's essentially just going to be doing the same thing. Have Nakai try to kill the enemy general once they come into play, and have us just cast as much magic as we can. Now, I'm not sure if I should be overcasting it, because for one thing, the recharge time is a lot higher when you overcast it, but also, if I miscast a couple of times, this dude's dead. And this is you need this guy. He's probably the most important unit in the army, apart from Nakai. Alright, maybe bring him up just temporarily to try to waste a little bit more ammo. Maybe I should have done that in the first place, but it's just that he's faster. Because yeah, those Orc Arrow boys, they are really going to do some damage to us. Now, one thing to consider though, is that this is just some stupid goblin. Okay, get back over there. That didn't really go so well. I was hoping for a lot more damage than that. And here we go again. So yeah, don't do this just yet. You know what, I got an idea. Why don't I go around his back and we'll try to actually push him into our blob a bit. So that he doesn't get away. Don't mind if he runs off the battlefield. No, that didn't work. You're just tripping him over. Alright, let's just get a regular cast down over here, because that's pretty blobby. Wasn't a whole lot of damage. We might actually need to be overcasting it. Alright, their general's gone. So that's a start. That's a start. Right, if they could just attack us over here, I could pop down this spell, because otherwise, this is the ability I mean, otherwise they might push forward. Ah, fuck it, let's just do it. We need the extra physical resistance. Alright, so they're not inflicting that many kills on us, so that's good. Yeah, it's good when they break and they're already touching the edge of the map and then just get them off. Because we just need to get a win, that's it. Alright, I don't know what they're doing there, but I'm gonna cast at them. No, missed our chance. It's weird, they're backing off. I haven't seen them do this before. Okay, if I cast this spell over here, it might just break them. Nah, it's not gonna break him. I kind of wish this still heals, but ever since they changed it, I reckon it's good for multiplayer, but I don't know. I preferred the healing. I think it's a bit of a nerf. I have no idea. I haven't seen them do this before. I don't know what they're doing. They're about to run out of ammo, so I wouldn't be able to chase after them anyway. I don't know. I'll get him back out there. This is weird. Okay, now they're coming back at it again. Alright, at least it didn't miscast, so that's good. A little bit of damage done to them, but it all adds up. So we'll just need to hold our ground. At least their archers have almost run out of ammo. It's kind of like that they saw what happened in the previous battle and they're like, they don't want it to do that again. I mean, I'm pretty badly damaged here. I mean, they could finish me off if they just pushed it in. Ugh. Please don't miscast. Decent amount of damage, but his 84 kills, not bad. He's got plenty of Winds of Magic in reserve. Alright, nice big fights coming in over here. Get ready for another overcast. This should be a good one. Yep, that was decent. Get ready for another one. So that ability really helps out in this situation here. Oh, no, 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 no. What the? What are you doing all the way out there? Okay, they're wavering. Hopefully that breaks them. Just get them off the battlefield. Wait for that other cast here. Might be best if I don't overcast it. Not sure. They're really falling apart now. Yeah, I don't think I'll overcast this one, because if I miscast, it could end up killing the skink. But that still did reasonably well, and I'll be able to cast it again real soon. Okay, really don't want this Sacred Croxigal here dying. He's fine for now. Alright, one big one. Let's do this. This should finish the battle. There we go. Oh, bloody hell. That was tougher than the other one, but no units got wiped out, I think. Anyway, you can easily replace Saurus Warriors. Yeah, no heroic victory this time. That was much tougher. Oh, there was 4 archer units. Okay, one of them got 144 kills. Yeah, it would have been good if we had wasted that ammo. Oh well. It is what it is. They still took way more casualties than we did. Oh, I did actually lose a unit. Oh well. They said I'll pay for our army for a short time. Now, hopefully both of these armies are in such bad shape that the garrison should be able to deal with it on its own. Let me just have a look over here. And Chain Lightning would be really risky in those situations. But sometimes you gotta take risks. Okay, cool. Let's... Nakai didn't level up. Let's have a look. Jesus, that used up all of our movement. Alright, so the odds haven't really improved. But I do think it is better now. Like, we can... Because for one thing, our allies are going to come in from behind us. We'll be able to present a united front. Both of their generals are really badly damaged. And when and if we win, they both get wiped out. Which will give you breathing room to at least recover. God damn, Nakai is garbage. I mean, he's a good fighter, don't get me wrong. Good fighter. Bad lord. Alright, so we'll stay close to our reinforcements this time. Whatever they're doing, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to have to follow them. I'm sure we'll have 30 Winds of Magic before we get into combat. Because they've got the better army. Now what we need to do with Nakai is, if he can snipe the enemy general, that'll make all the difference. No time this time, so that's... An hour would have been plenty anyway. Yeah, you watch. They will basically be so stupid in this battle. I reckon there's separate sets of AI. You know, AI enemy and AI ally. And I reckon AI ally is just basically it just programmed to commit suicide right away. Alright, if our allies aren't going to move, that's fine. We'll just go and get them to come at us instead. Oh no, they're coming. I wish our army was in better shape. I could maybe cast down a chain lightning on them. It works a lot better in a blob or in a siege situation. Don't want to be wasting enemy ammo. We're too low on health as it is. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Got plenty of winds of magic and we're at max anyway. Hopefully it moves off to the back line there. Didn't seem to do a whole lot of damage, so yeah, that sucks. Alright, where's the enemy general? There he is there. That's who we need to be getting. That's Nakai's job. So yeah, much better that we stand united on this situation here. Just hope it does some damage. Alright, here we go. Alright, so Nakai's got a mission. Mission to kill him. Go, go, go. There's a nice blob forming over here. Good for wind blast. Good, we got him. Now hopefully we can start a rout. Yes, we've started a rout, but there's some areas where it's not going so well. Yeah, I really wish I didn't use those chain lightnings. Much better off to use the wind blast in this situation. Okay, both the enemy lords are dead now. Well, one's wounded, one's actually dead. No, I need to overcast it. This over here looks pretty promising. They've already got that bombing. Here we go. Hopefully it doesn't miscast. Which it did, which means no more miscasting for you. No more overcasting. If we fail another miscast, he's dead. That'd be an absolute shame. Because the battle looks like it's won at this point. And we just need to just get on and win it. Without units getting completely wiped out. So you can still cast magic, but just no more overcasting, that's all. Ugh, it's made a mess of it. Oh well. Yeah, they're dead. That's okay, there's Saurus. Oh shit. Army loss penalty shouldn't actually be that far off now, I think. Because a lot of their units have run off the battlefield. Okay, you get over here now. More units are gonna die, but they can be replaced. Alright, they just got the army loss penalty there. Good. Alright, both of those armies are dead. It took a bit of finagling around to get them, but we got them in the end. That's the most important thing. Our army's in terrible shape, but none of the heroes died. And if nothing else, it's good experience for them. But yeah, it wasn't an ideal situation to be in, and I don't think there really was a better solution. So, 2 units of Saurus warriors are gone. They don't matter. It's tempting to take the money, but I think you're better off just getting the replenishment here. We want to be back up to full strength as soon as possible. So they're both gone. And a potion of toughness. That'd be very handy for him. You don't need magic resistance. Especially if you're fighting multiple battles, because he does take a bit of damage. Alright. So doing that doesn't... Yeah, More troops or faster replenishment? That's the choice there. Yeah, you should probably get a bit of cheaperness. Alright, how's everything else going here? So that's obviously useless. Alright, let's have a look at this. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Well, there's no getting out of this for a really long time. Well, I gotta say, it's probably still a disaster campaign, but I could probably spend the next 20 hours trying to fix it. At least we fixed that particular situation. You've got some money there. You can make a decision on whether you want to build up your hordes or you want to, recruit a bit more. I don't know. The fact that you've still got like minus 11 gold despite having such a shit army is one of the things that makes Nakai such a difficult campaign at the start. Once he's actually able to get Stegodons, the difficulty goes out the window, but at the start it's so rough. But anyway, I'd say that's enough for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, fuckers.